Hello, friends. My name is Kathleen Whitehead. I channel a group called the Aspects of Love. We are all part of the Aspects of Love. This group is presenting as the highest collection of love, of cosmic love. I will say a little prayer, and then I will do some light language, and then we'll let them talk to us for a bit. Thank you for being here. I'm sending love to all, and I receive that love back. Dearest divine universe, the oneness of all, the source, I thank you for the honor and privilege of doing this work. I ask that messages be helpful and supportive and give us whatever kind of encouragement and love that we need at this moment. We thank you for being here with us. We're in deep gratitude for all. Amen. Mana yetata katata yelana shikete tiata ata tunu yana namatka sekete ti nyana matako sikatai de ile amatako ha miatatai. Hello, dear friends. Thank you for inviting us to be with you at this time. We are here to support and love you. We are here to help you in any way. Please do not forget to reach out to us to say, I need a little bit of love right at the moment, and it will be yours. All you need to do is ask. You don't really even have to ask. It will be there, but we'll give you an extra measure if you ask. This is a time on your planet that you have noticed as a time of transition. And it presents itself, this transition, this necessary movement in the form of chaos, earth disruptions, human disruptions. Even the animals are paying attention, if you will. And of course, the weather, we don't like the term violence, but the weather itself has been violent and destructive. But from destruction comes creation. The old must be swept away, must be a rake taken and moved all of the debris away in some way. In some places, that is in the form of frozen precipitation that covers everything up, and then the vehicles come and move it to the side, and you'll notice that precipitation, that snow, the ice, is full of debris as it is over there, but then there's a clear path. In some places, there are winds, there are floods, there are fires, there are disruptions in the earth, some known, some not yet visible. There are energies flowing into and out of your planet. There are frequencies. There's disruption and upheaval in every place, including psychological. There are questionings of faith. There are those who are a bit shaky, even those who present as the strongest, the most faithful, the most confident and sure, can be a bit shaky at this moment through these times. We are here to assure you this is necessary. It will not go on any longer than is absolutely necessary. It is presenting as very, again, the word violent. We cannot think of a better word for the chaotic, strong, fast change that's taking place. It is necessary. It will be here as long as it needs to be, but no longer. We do not wish to see you in this upheaval for a great length of time. You do not know this, or maybe you know this, but it's not generally known that this process started many years ago, as everything needed to begin to change. It has to happen gradually, but as with anything, gradual change then leads up to quicker change, stronger change. It's like getting used to something new. You have to acclimate yourself. So you have seen changes throughout many years, your entire lifetime, really, changes that have brought us to this. You have noticed that things have gotten what we might say less rational as time has come along. And at this moment, things are not very rational at all, although there are some who think this is completely rational. But it is necessary change. It is like a crescendo building up to the place where it will begin to drop off. We all are hoping for that to be very quick. It depends on the collective energies and how quickly they can change to loving energies. They are changing to loving energies quicker than you might realize. But as the energies change to a loving place, those resistant energies have to manifest in some way. And you are seeing that. We ask for your patience and your faith and your trust in this transitional time. There will be better times ahead. But in the short term, there will be more chaos and irrational looking activities. But underneath those irrational things that are happening, there is truth and love coming out. You may have noticed in yourself that you don't put up with energies that don't support love. You don't put up with dishonest energies, hidden energies. You yourself are noticing, no, that does not feel right. I'm moving forward. This is your own personal transition. And if you look at your own personal transitions, you will realize that you are having a less chaotic time of it than those that you see who are experiencing very strong upheaval. And that is because you are needed to be here as the steadying force of this transition. We commend you for your faith in the process, for your knowingness, for the gifts that you are applying, and the knowledge and wisdom that you have accumulated over your lifetimes and now are putting to use in your strength, your calm, your love. You are very powerful lovers, if you will, and we appreciate that. We thank you for listening to us. We remind you that we are here. We are here to love you. We are here to support you. Our mission is the same as yours, to increase the love on your planet and, yes, in the universe, in the oneness. Let us all pat ourselves on the back for the job that we're doing and resolve to continue and be patient with ourselves on those days that we might be just a little bit shaky. We will give you now some of our language and rejoin you for questions if you have any. Nhớ chí gọi gì tê 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 tận nhà đã đại cái tê chỉ có lẽ ta xí chỉ tê 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 kata tê ni ở tia đại đã mà đại tê tê cái chỉ cái tê tê miệng tê cái họ ở lẽ đã đại tê bị tia đại tê cái gì cả ta chi nia ta ta mới đã tê ta bắt đầu cái tê gì cả ta ta xin nhà nằm tê cái gì cả ta. Does anyone have a question for us?
Yes, I have a question.
Thank
Can
you.
you hear? Okay. As I go through this transition and go into different, I'm going to say atmospheres or areas, because it seems like in some areas there's more chaos. Just if I'm in a certain locality on the earth and then I move somewhere else, let's say to my home, it's more serene and quiet. But the thing I'm seeing in the chaotic regions, I seem to be getting challenges, and I scratch my head. Is it just part of the chaos, or is this also part of learning for me or someone else? Like, I feel like I'm being put in situations to try to understand them and figure out a way to persevere, to get the right mindset. mindset to move through those successfully. So I feel like there's a training aspect going on here. Is that just in my mind, or is that true?
It is true for each individual in some way. You are here to learn and heal. So look at these challenges as opportunities to heal.
Mm-hmm.
That your place of refuge, your home, is what you have created as a safe place where
Mm-hmm.
you can review the things that have happened and ask yourself, in what way can those things heal me? What did I learn? What did I experience? Why did I experience that? Now, if these are repetitive challenges, pay attention to that,
Mm-hmm.
because that just means there's another little piece of that puzzle that you must find. The Remember that you are creating everything for your own benefit. You are probably experiencing more challenges because everything has sped up. Everything is getting more pronounced, if you will. Everything is a bit more extreme. So your challenge is to not be reactive, but if necessary, you can respond, but your response needs to be about how you are being healed with this. Remember that every experience is teaching each of us something. And if it is yours to figure that out, and until you learn whatever it's teaching you, you will see it again in another way.
Mm-hmm.
But know that each of these challenges is pushing you forward.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you decide that you need to take a step back and retrace those steps. But I believe that you are pushing yourself forward by simply asking the question, by
Mm-hmm.
simply noticing this is a challenge. Why am I having this challenge? If you were simply reacting, you would not ask those questions. So you should give yourself kudos for what you have chosen to learn, the challenges that you are accepting. Each person is going through their learning process
Mm-hmm.
in their own personal way. You are going into environments that are presenting challenges to you. Others might be being alone and having these challenges come to them in the form of thoughts or disruptions in their life or surprises, but they're not being challenged by something exterior.
Mm-hmm.
It's the entire population is learning at this point. And there are as many different ways to learn as there are humans on your planet. And isn't that interesting and fun to watch how different humans face different challenges? And they're all always a surprise to us. Because if you knew what was coming, you wouldn't need the learning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did that help you?
It did. I just have one other question. Your answer focused on me and the impact on me and the healing on me. But I wanted to open that up to the effect I have on others, that how I approach them and I interact with them as I learn, also to help them heal.
And that is a very good observation. The issue is each of those other individuals has their choice as to whether or not they will learn from you. You
Mhm.
are teaching. Your example, by the way you carry yourself through those challenges,
Mhm.
makes those other individuals sort of scratch their heads. What's happening sometimes is they are not getting the response that they have been used to getting with
Mhm.
this particular way of being. And so they have to scratch their heads and themselves and say, why did that happen? But remember, they are not on the same wavelength as you. They may or may not be asking themselves these questions. They
Mhm.
may or may not be noticing the difference, but they are learning.
Mm. Got it. Yes.
And
Thank you.
you are helping them as they're helping you. And on a soul level, this is all by design, in that you, before your incarnation, you have contracted with many saying, will you please trigger me every other day
Mm.
until I learn it? Or will you please love me until I learn that I'm lovable? Or whatever. Your souls are working together, because remember, you are all one soul. So
Thank you.
enjoy the teaching and the learning.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for that question. Is there any other question?
Yes, there is. First of all, I want to just comment on the response that you just gave, Cheryl. Is that I have a dear friend that I've been exposing to my basic metaphysical belief system for about 7 years. And it's really frustrating because I know within my own heart that this friend of mine, if she just like believed like I do, that she's unhealthy, um, and she would be, yeah, her life would be totally different. And so I've been thinking about that, and finally I've just like decided, obviously, yeah, she's on her own journey. I mean, I don't feel inadequate, but I wish that my example of my life that I've been trying to express to her, um, how it relates to um, my metaphysical belief systems, would work for her. But yeah, clearly she's on a different path. So I just gotta go. She's got her own teacher.
I
Go ahead.
were go ahead and finish your
Uh,
question. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, that's okay. I may have to get up and plug my battery in. Um, I'm kind of in a dilemma here. I feel like I know the answer. Um, I mean, I know the answer. I know the answer. But I'd just love to hear y'all's take on this. I know y'all know about Facebook. Y'all know about social media. And recently, the big social media guy of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, has decided that he will stop fact checking, and that anyway, he's stopping fact checking, and that that just is really disconcerting to me. So disconcerting to me that, because if you don't fact check, then people can just say whatever the hell they want to say, and whoever resonates with that will go with that. But my dilemma is that I'm going to start traveling soon in my van, and I want to stay in contact with people. And Facebook is a good way to do that. So I'm having this internal dilemma as to whether I want to continue to. I mean, I'm sure I don't, give a lot of. Facebook certainly does not, you know, their growth, financial growth, is not dependent on Sharon Taylor. So I know it's not a big deal to them, but it's important to my heart. My dilemma is that I know I create my own reality. So if I continue, I know that for a fact. So does it make a difference as to whether I get off Facebook because of the principle of what Mark Zuckerberg has kind of decided to change, or do I just continue to trust myself and know that my my connections and my behaviors and my love on Facebook for my friends is doesn't have anything to do with um, Mark Zuckerberg, and doesn't have anything to do with fact checking on Facebook. So I want to stay on it because I want to stay in contact with my friends. At the same time, I don't want to support it. So I'm really in a dilemma. I don't really know. I'm in a dilemma. However, yet I do know my own answer. I think I do, but yeah, I'd love y'all to comment on that,
May we first comment on your first dilemma
please.
of the person that you are wishing could follow a similar path to you?
Please do.
We will share that we had a request from our channel only today to help her love those people that she cannot understand.
Beautiful. I love it.
Because yes, but each person, what we have as humans, we're given the free will to choose. And we've chosen, our souls have chosen whatever method that is. So just know that you are, when you are being true to yourself, you are being true to to whomever you are with. And your example is having an effect, even though you may not be aware of it. Now, the other dilemma about the social media, indeed, you do create your own reality. And you get to choose how you want to do that. So you might, if you truly wish, and we know that you do, to keep your contact with those who you love and they love you, it doesn't matter whether you leave that particular place or not. The other thing too is these decisions based on money, on we're going to make this change because it's for the higher good, when their higher good is really, how can we get more money? Those systems are going to collapse anyway. So you can stay with it and watch the patience, watch with patience what will happen. Or you can leave and hear about what will happen. Those people who are meant to be in your life will be in your life because you want them there. Now, there might be some that you will be surprised that they didn't stay, but you will have the contacts that you need, whatever you do, because you're creating your reality. We might ask, did you feel there was fact checking ever before?
No. There you go.
Just because they say they do something or they're going to stop doing something doesn't mean that it was ever done in the first place. Now,
True. Yeah, absolutely. Good.
you have the feeling that this goes against your moral compass, your moral standards,
Yes.
and therefore you wish to react.
Yes.
And maybe there are other ways to react. Maybe you can become more verbal. Maybe you are meant to discern, which you always have. You have not ever believed something on social media that didn't feel right to you.
Absolutely.
So, yes, your moral standard is hurt, but you can choose to stay and watch the collapse brought on by silly things like this, or you can leave and hear about the collapse brought on by silly little things like this. But the important thing is to look at these decisions, these changes, these things as really kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
But after we close this meeting, perhaps your group might have a discussion that might bring more insight to you.
I would love that.
So does that help you, either dilemma? Does it help? Were you served by our answer?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. The answer about my friend, I'm just, you know, I can't say I'm surprised, but I love it that Kathleen was, part of that experience today. And yeah, I know she has her own journey, and yeah, so I love that part of it. And also, for the Facebook thing, yeah, it's going to collapse of its own making, whether I stay on it or not. And it's really not going to make a big difference in my life. I mean, it will make a big difference in my life, and the fact that it'll be easier for me to stay in contact with my friends that I love and that I love. I don't want to be in contact with, so it'll make it easier on my life. And I think my leaving is, yeah, the collapse is going to happen regardless. And I truly believe that there will be a collapse at some point, just because of this change that we're going through. There's going to be a collapse at some point.
Many,
Re-
many systems will change because the energies are supporting love. The energies are supporting people having power rather than money having power.
right on.
So
So it's all good.
it's a fun game.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed it is. Yeah, your answer helped a lot. I really, I love y'all. Thank you.
Is there any other question? We will gift somewhat of a double energy now because it is coming in very, very, very strongly. And we will send energy through our physical body and also through our language. We thank you for being with us. We appreciate those who are with us here and those who will join us at a later date. We send love to all of you. And we receive the love from you. Shata ta ne ana na ye ta sikata ta ide inia ha yekete shinian ta yeta tamade.